All right, so I want to make a video. Just I don't know even know like where I want to start with this. So there's nothing crazy. I just want to make a little bit of a video about what I've been doing lately. So I think I'm back on my self improvement stuff, kind of. I've started to like do a lot. I've been doing a lot of thinking over the years, and I just constantly just keep going into like days where I'm just not productive at all, and I just want to like be lazy, get high on edibles, whatever. And I still take edibles. I've been like actually been taking microdosing and taking edibles for focusing and like I have one that's called Chill Edible, and it's supposed to help you, and it's been helping with focus and just not calming my like anxiety down, which is great. And it's kratom and stuff. I've been taking that. Now I know the risk of that, and but even then, I feel like I've fallen prey to like addictions and stuff. My nose is I'm about to sneeze, but I'll sneeze when I sneeze. But basically, I've had days where I'll just take like way too many like of the gummy, like that's the edible I take, just to feel like high or something. Like, and sometimes it's not. I feel like it's okay to get like that high sometimes if you just want to like chill every once in a while. But like if you're just like doing, I mean, sometimes I do that like multiple days in a row. And I know I'm like admitting this online or whatever, but I'll do this multiple days in a row, and it just got me thinking this shit is not fun. Like it's just a dopamine party. It's literally like a dope. Someone on YouTube said this. It's a dopamine storm. I'm just trying to have dopamine parties, solo dopamine parties. It's dopamine parties. That's like where I'm just using up all my eternal dopamine. Because dopamine isn't something you get. It's like your brain produces it via some ways, like eating candy, exercising. Isn't that endorphins when you exercise? Yeah, when somebody compliments you like that, like your dopamine is produced in your brain. So just getting that conception out of the way. Also learned that boundary, when people say bound, I'm putting a boundary between us. It's not something I like learned a different way of thinking about it. Instead of like saying, can you stop talking about this? That's not like, someone said that's not really a boundary. That's just a request. And like, cause they don't have to, they're not obligated to follow that request. So instead, you make a boundary with yourself, saying I'm not going to talk about this topic with somebody. And I kind of like changed, and that kind of like, yeah, that's a better, more healthier way of thinking about it than just trying to force people to comply with some shit. And it kind of structures, and I'm going to talk about structure. I'm going to try not to make this video too long because I don't have enough all the space in the world on my phone. But I've been like trying to, going back to the edible thing, like it's not fun like trying to just get a constant dopamine storm. Sitting like bed rotting, whatever the fucking new age terms are. I don't know if that's a new term or an old term, but just constantly in my bed on like scrolling on YouTube, or if I have like a fucking anxiety storm in my head, I try to like use my phone, go on YouTube, scroll on YouTube to get like find some random ass video about the latest, like just any video that's like by somebody who's just, let's say like a political like streamer highlight, and I don't even care about what the fuck they're talking about. I just need like a distraction from like the thoughts, negative thought, the anxiety. That's just that shit. And then like that is unhealthy in itself. Just constantly going on. I had to delete YouTube because I couldn't even get shit done in the day because I kept going on YouTube after every like minor like internal inconvenience, or like distraction, a negative like thought. At work, I have this problem where I would just constantly mumble to myself all the stupid bullshit that dumbass teacher did. Cringe, I know, but like the point I'm getting to is I have a lot of problems with like focusing, anxiety, like stuff like that. Like and I get trapped, like somebody said online, like get lost in thoughts of just dwelling on the past, like talking about stuff that happened like 10 years ago, like in 8th grade. And it's just cringe. It's just like, I don't want to do that. I don't like doing that. But I get lost in that because maybe, I don't know, like I theorize that like maybe it's my brain produces some form of dopamine when like I think about something that happened like a long time ago, and like I go on like a tangent about like I was wronged or whatever. But I'm like also like I'm cringing a little bit because I'm talking about some like a little bit sensitive topics, or not sensitive but like personal topics, like sensitive to me. So I'm a little worried about uploading this one. But basically what I'm getting at is I've been trying to like move away from that high dopamine like sort of shit because I was trying to do that in 2022. But only because there was a friend I knew that I was trying to suck up to, like, or not really. I mean, I guess he was my friend, but I was trying to suck up to this friend around 2022 because he was improving his life. He was a popular guy in our group, and I would do this like where I would just, if somebody's popular, I'll try to suck up to them. Not always, and it's cringe. It's just cringe. I don't like doing that. And then I had this thing where I like block somebody if I had like a weird like parasocial problem with them or whatever, I would just like block them to like maybe get away from that. But I realized I could just not talk to them. I don't need to block them. And it's also going to cause, and I realized blocking people is just going to cause like bigger problems because they're going to be like, why are you blocking me? Who are you? Why are you? Like stuff like that. I'm taking that from like experience I had with somebody I knew for a while, like around 2023, 2024, where I kept blocking them and it caused bigger problems if I just like ignored them and just did something else, you know? So basically what I'm getting at is that I've been trying to just move away from just not only anger problems, because I was like, if I don't get my dopamine hit, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get like find some I'm gonna start having petty like tangents or whatever. And I'm trying to move away from that for like months, bro. Like this year, it's been a good year, by the way, outside of the bullshit going on in America politics. But bro, it's just a lot to like unpack, because what am I trying to say next? Essentially, like, I'm trying to move away, like I said, move away from these, just trying to get dopamine, constant, like, you don't get dopamine, your body produces. I'm trying to move away from this bullshit, petty drama nonsense, like parasocial nonsense. And it's hard, but the reason why is in the long run, it's going to be beneficial for me, like, to, like, move away from this. And I think the part that makes it easier is to realize the benefits. Like, I've been journaling way more now, like, because before I would just journal out of obligation. And I'm going back to that guy who I would just only get into, like, self-improvement stuff because to suck up to him and be like, look, I'm exercising now just to impress other people, instead of just doing it because it feels good to exercise or it's good for you. You know, like, journal. I'm not going to brag. I mean, I'll tell people I'll journal, but I'm not going to, like, brag about it like I probably used to. I remember, like, I went to a friend's house and I was bragging about how, with the tank top on, about how, like, I'm going to the gym, everything. And it's like, bro, a lot of people go to the gym. You're not special. Talking to myself about that. So what I'm getting at, like, is that I need to find meaning in these, like, reading books. Because, like I said, or was that in a different recording? I don't remember. I'm all over the place. But I bought all these, like, these books, by the way, because I wanted to look for, like, a pretentious fucking reason. But now I was actually interested in reading them because of the ideas, but secretly I just wanted to read it to impress certain people. Look how I have the phenomenology of spirit. Look. Or the tract titles. Look at all these complicated philosophy books, or people say they're complicated. But like, now I'm like, oh wait, these ideas in the book are really cool. That's why I'm going to read it for that, and because it makes me critically think more, ask questions and shit. That's the fun of philosophy, not because it's complicated. Part of the complication is part of it being complicated is that, okay, it gets me to dig deeper into things, think of even more about things, stuff like that. So yeah, going outside, get vitamin D, getting exercise, get the endorphins, it feels good. Even at work, like work is put like, some people that hate work, I bust tables. The fun part is trying to do it really fast. I do it really fast. People think I'm like, people say I'm fast at work or shit or whatever. Doing the dishwashing too, like trying to like stack all this plates, that's fun. That's fun. Like doing it really fast is fun. It's like speed running a video game. I'm still gonna play video games, by the way. I'm not gonna like just go like full like Hamza where he just stopped playing video games. Some people stop playing video games because they know they're gonna get too addicted to it. And maybe that's gonna be me one day. And that's probably for the best. But for now, I have my reason to play video games because it's fun art form to discuss. All right, I gotta wrap this up because I might run out of space. But yeah, if you're stuck, like, I guess the takeaway is, if you're stuck in life, you like, why should I exercise? You need to find a meaning for why you do it, because like, don't do things because other people do it, or you get high amount of dopamine or whatever, or you don't get, again, like, you know what, you know. And I gotta remember, I gotta look at this when I'm, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say in this video. I hope you enjoyed, like, took something out of it. Thank you.